Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on the defense side of the ball looking at the Kansas City Chiefs playbook, and we're going to be looking at 4-3 even 6-1. So this is going to be your run defense, and guys, this is going to stop pretty much anything. This is going to be a very, very consistent run defense, I guess is the best way to put it here. So let's just get the elephant out of the room here to begin with. Willie Gay here, Bolton, and Drew Tranquil over here are all linebackers. You cannot sub anybody else into those except ends and linebackers. So if you want them to play zones, you're going to need lurker. Like say, you're going to be using this Nick Bolton character here. So if you want him to jump and these, not just play the run, right, in the pass game as well, you're going to need lurker on him for the user, like I said, to get those DB animations to jump. So very easy setup though, and there's a reason we are in cover 4 as opposed to cover 2, 3, cover 1, or whatever other blitzes you want. Very simple coverage on the back end, right? Just straight up cover 4, 4 deep blue zones. You're the roamer in this hook, and then you just have 2 purples, 2 just basically flat zones out there. So, like I said, we're going to base align to start here. Obviously, got the rebase align. Puts everybody in position here. You don't really want to press or anything nothing like that. Just what in the world is going on here with George Karlaftis and Jones here? Let's just run this play and let those two do their thing. But we're going to base align, and then we'll kind of show you the run fits here of really what makes this run defense so good. And if you've been watching the channel for a long time, you did know we put out this same exact formation last year. This 4-3, 6-1 even set on defense. Super good last year. I really wanted to remake the video and just kind of put it out again because it's such good run defense. Like I said, you have the 3 linebackers on the field and only 4 DBs, so that does kind of suck for pass coverage. But you can get by, right? You can imagine getting a set like this, playing hard flats, guys over the top, and kind of just running this. But this is the real magic that we want to show you. If you hold L2 and then you hit X or B or square and circle on PlayStation, it's going to show you your run fits here. So, run to the right would be, X, and then run to the left would be B on Xbox. Square is going to be run to the left on PlayStation. Circle is going to be run to the right on PlayStation. So, run to the left run to the left here. As you see, both of our safeties are in run fits here. So you see, the little red lines, you can kind of see where guys are. So a couple things that you really want to see in run defense. You want both safeties. You want as many guys in general to be in run fits as possible, and you want to have a force defender on the edge of the play. So here you can see that little F right above Willie Gay. We'll kind of get on him. This little F means he is going to be setting the edge here. If I can get that again, maybe. There we go. Because I'm using him. Oh my goodness, what is going on right now? So let's get back to our play. And maybe. Okay, so the little F above Willie Gay's head here is going to mean he is our force defender on that outside. So if we run the ball, we're in the zone weak here. So we'll kind of show you what we mean here. He kind of sets that edge, so you can't just, of course we do end up bouncing it outside anyway. But the idea is that whenever we get outside here, this force edge defender, Willie Gay over here, would not let you. But Deion Dawkins does a pretty good job. You can kind of see, he kind of spins the offensive tackle, and he's in a really good spot, obviously, to make a play here. I'm really exaggerating, bouncing outside, and he doesn't make the play anyway. But that's where he would be in position to make a play. So we'll kind of set that up again. All you do is base align. I'm using the wrong controller. That would be why. So all you do is base align, and we're going to be using, like I said, Nick Bolton, and you can see what your responsibility is, right? On the run to the left and the run to the right, really, for the most part. You're really just going to step up in this hole and really fill that hole, and, if your guy tries to cut it back, boom, you're right there, make a huge hit on him. Usually it's just one-on-one with you and the running back here. We'll kind of show you what I mean. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to, actually, we'll just kind of show you the inside zone here, or the right up the middle run. Obviously, I can't use her both, but this is where, boom, you would step up, and that's going to be right where your user's going to be. Obviously, the D tackle does a good job shedding into that spot anyway. Taking the time out from the video here, I just want to thank you guys for clicking on the video and watching here. If you're liking what you're seeing, go ahead and click the subscribe button. I just want to remind you to do that here. Trying to get over that 1,000 subscriber mark. That's a big milestone, so we're looking to get there here. Hopefully by the end of the year as the new season starts here. And yeah, just appreciate you guys checking out the videos, clicking the like, clicking the subscribe, commenting, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll keep it short and sweet and send it back to the video. But here, we'll kind of set that up one more time. Again, using Nick Bolton. We'll kind of run the zone weak here, and we'll kind of cut it up, and we'll show you where you would be making the play. So boom, and actually that's exactly, the computer did a good job there. You would be coming down, laying a hit stick, laying the wood right there. But this is exactly what we're talking about, right? Your user in the linebacker, you can kind of see everybody else comes down. You can see those safeties taking a few steps down because they are in run fits. They aren't backing up. That's another benefit of running this cover 4. And I mean, you can just see, right? Obviously the hole is over here as well. But I mean, in theory, you would have a safety coming down, right? And he is coming down, right? Safety Diggs is coming down, and you know, I'm not sure who that is. Maybe I'm not sure who that is, but the safety is coming down. I say Diggs like it's just like I know it's just Diggs, but he's coming down, taking a few steps down, ready to boom, come down and fill this hole. You have this hole. Every gap is sound. Every gap is spoken for. Every gap has a defender in it. And obviously you're going to be in not a tough spot as a user, but everybody's one gapping, right? Everybody has their own gap and they're responsible for that. But as the user, you're going to have to do more sometimes, right? So you saw there, I mean, you can kind of imagine him faking inside and running to the outside, something like that. Counters, things like that. You yourself are going to have to play almost like gap and a half to 2 gap, right? You're going to have to be responsible for that middle gap, and then you're going to have to be responsible for the ball carrier. So we'll kind of show you what I mean there. We're just set up here in just regular old defense. And if you do get, I mean, if they come out in these sort of really like 3 tight ends to the right, you are going to get your D-line slanted to the right. So if you just kind of re-slant them down, slant them inside, you can always do that to kind of get a more consistent look. But we'll just show you what I mean. We're kind of doing, we'll come out in the stretch, and of course this isn't going to be quite as fast because I can't use the running back and the linebacker at the same time. But running the stretch here, just sort of show you what I mean. You kind of have to be able to get out there and play the running back out there as well, right? If you see a stretch developing, you see an outside run developing, you see the running back just breaking it to the outside. Of course, Jimmy Cook over here is just jogging, right? But you can kind of see, obviously, I mean, you get the double team on your defensive tackle there, and once he kind of gets outside, obviously that kind of cutback lane into this hole in between 60 and 66 here. I mean, that's kind of gone now. I mean, obviously it's going to be an outside run, so you got to haul it to get out there and make a play, right? Just something else to think about with this run scheme, or with this run defense here. Really good run defense. I do want to show you before we get out of here just what the difference is between, I mean, you come out in this cover 2 or this cover 4 look, you get everybody in run fits, as opposed to let's just come out and cover one hole, right, and show you the run fits. The safeties are not in run fits. You do have a force defender on the right and then or on the left, and then you are the force defender here. Well, actually, technically, Drew Tranquil is that force defender, but you really got to get outside here. And of course, like I said, no safeties in run fits here. Same thing with cover 3. You only get 1 safety in run fits here, and then cover 4, of course. And then this is the same thing in real football too, right? If you see NFL teams, your favorite college teams, chances are their base run defenses are out of this cover 4 look, because the safeties, it frees up the safeties that they aren't in cover 2, right? They don't have to be playing back and keeping the the top on the bottle, right? They don't have to keep the top on the offense, playing cover 2, playing cover 3, right? They don't have to do that. In cover 4, there's 4 guys back there. You have guys on the outside, and then the middle 2 safeties can just really not just play the run, but be more focused on the run, just because of their assignments on the field. So that's kind of where that cover 4 being a run defense comes into play. Gets everybody in run fits, and makes everybody be able to play one gap. They don't have to play gap and a half. They don't have to 2 gap. They don't have to do any of that stuff. They play one gap, and they stop the ball right there, right? If the ball goes to their gap, they tackle the defender. Super simple run defense. Little bit more user stressful. Sucks that you have the 3 linebackers on the field. Of course, there's going to be stuff out of nickel, right? You're going to be able to go find some nickel 3-3 stuff probably that's really good run defense. But I really like getting the linebackers on the field. You get those little bit better block sheds, a little bit more susceptible in the pass game. But I'm going to be honest with you, 9 times out of 10, I burn the 1 AP on Lurker anyway. So what's the difference, right? You can insert him, run your linebacker here. You're running the 1 AP on Lurker. Might as well use him here, obviously, in a real linebacker set. You can always use him as your sub, where you would use like a nickel defender, where you would use a defensive back. You can simply use the linebacker in that spot as well. Maybe probably just as fast and mutt and stuff like that. But I mean, you get that Lurker. I mean, it's basically the same. You burn the 1 AP, you burn the 1 AP. That's my thought process behind these defensive schemes with more linebackers on the field anyway. But that's really it for this run defense. Very similar to 23. Just wanted to kind of rehash it out here, remake the video a little bit, and just kind of go through the run defense, maybe even a little bit more in depth than what we did last year. you know, kind of focus on what different coverages do what, why we're in cover 4 to stop the run here out of this 4-3-6-1 even alignment on defense here. So that's really it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy this one. Go ahead and check out the rest of the channel here. If you like these defense tips, we have defense tips, we have offensive schemes on the channel, a little bit of everything. We're going to be coming out with a West Coast ebook version 2. We came out with the West Coast version last year. We're going to be revamping that, doing a little bit more out of it. I know people wanted a little bit more out of shotgun last year, out of the West Coast playbook. It's really more of an under center thing, you know, try to stretch the offense horizontally, or the defense, stretch the defense horizontally kind of deal. But of course, I mean, we're going to throw more shotgun in there. We're going to throw more, you know, run heavy stuff, more scheme, more situational stuff, you know, more red zone stuff, more fourth down stuff, more short yardage stuff. Really want to get the ebook correct. And, you know, make it really good for you guys when it comes out here. But that should be out within the next, you know, week or so. But yeah, keep checking back to the channel. New schemes, like I said, new defense, new offense stuff, all the stinking time on the channel. So keep checking back for that. Subscribe to the channel, and yeah, all that good stuff. I think that's pretty much it for this one, though. And yeah, with that, I hope to catch you guys in the next one.